Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Delta Fire and Rescue presents the Delta Haunted House at 109 North Center Street in Delta. Admission is just $10 per person. The Delta Haunted House is open each Friday and Saturday throughout October and on Halloween night from 8 to 10 p.m. Food and drinks will be available for purchase, and now accepting cash and most major credit cards. It's the Delta Fire and Rescue Delta Haunted House, Fridays and Saturdays in October and on Halloween night. The Watch Your Opera House presents the Midwest Country Music Organization New Artist of the Year, Jordan Beam, featuring John Griffiths, this Saturday at 7 p.m. Tickets are just $10. Get them at watchyouroperahouse.org or get them at the door. See one of the Midwest's best with Iowa's Jordan Beam this Saturday night, 7 p.m. at the Watch Your Opera House.
As these Iowa skies.
The Albia After Prom Haunted House is open Friday and Saturday nights in October from 8 to 11 p.m. Admission is just $10. Free parking at the Monroe County Fairgrounds in Albia. It's the Albia After Prom Haunted House. Fridays and Saturdays in October from 8 to 11 p.m.
We hope to see you there.
(2024). Can I have roll call, please?
Schultz.
Present.
Clark.
Here.
Conrad. McLaughlin. Present. Osbaker.
Here.
Wentz. Here.
Okay, before we approve the agenda, there's a few corrections that need to be done. Number one is under the consent agenda, item H. The date there, the years ending in should be June 30th, 2025. And then semicolon, June 30, 2026. In the approval of tax exemption application, is that okay? You have it yellowed out here. Is there a problem with that? Item number I?
No.
Okay. Can I have an approval or amendment to the tentative agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the tentative agenda.
Second.
Schultz.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
McLaughlin. Yes. Osbaker.
Yes.
Wentz. Yes.
The consent agenda. All items under the consent agenda will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a request is made prior to voting. And again, under item H, the date should be June 30th, 2025, June 30, 2026, June 30, 2027.
I'm gonna remove B and vote on it separate.
Vote B separate? Okay,
So I would make a motion to approve consent agenda A and then C through L with those changes to H.
Second.
Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Osbaker,
Yes.
Lentz. Yes.
okay. Now, under the consent agenda, can I have a motion to approve the council accounts payable claims?
Make a motion, we approve consent agenda item B.
Second.
Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Osbaker,
Yes.
Lentz, abstain.
Public hearings, I have none listed. Additional city business. Do I need to read the whole thing? To be official, I probably should, right? Okay. Discussion or possible approval of Resolution 2024-10-30 regarding sale and disposal of land currently owned by the city of Sigourney and legally described as parcel auditors A. Part of the parcel, 1, is shown on the plat survey prepared by John W. Stedham. Said plat, the plat being recorded in Book 4 at page 145 in the Keokuk County Recorder's Office and part of Lot 15 of Clark and Wooden's first survey in the city of Sigourney, Keokuk County, Iowa, also being designated as Auditor's Parcel A and more particularly described as follows, beginning at the northwesterly corner of said Parcel 1, thence north 61 degrees, 4 minutes, 6 seconds, east along the northerly line of said Parcel 1, a distance of 155.68 feet, then south 28 degrees, 53 minutes, 32 seconds, east at east, a distance of 202 feet, 0.07, to the southerly line of Lot 15 of said Clark and Wooden's first survey, thence south 89 degrees, 55 minutes, and 8 seconds, west along the southern line, west along said southerly line and the western extension thereof, a distance of 177 feet, 177.67 feet, to the westerly line of Parcel 1, thence north 28 degrees, 53 minutes, 34 seconds, west along the westerly line, a distance of 116.33 feet, to the point of beginning, containing 0.57 acres, more or less. Okay, discussion possible approval, and then we'll need to set a date and time of a public hearing. But first, we need to either pass this or have a discussion about it. Any discussion? Does everybody know where this is? I mean, after that description, how could you not?
This is the property we're selling to Gary Bain.
Right.
And the plot, I mean, if you're interested in what it looks like, of course, it was emailed to us. There it is.
You're a sassy one.
Sure what?
I said, you're a sassy woman.
I used to do this kind of work, so it makes perfect sense to me.
I'll make a motion that
Parcel
we
A.
approve resolution 24-10-30 with the correction of,
No
So
correction.
there's no correction.
you said 45, instead of 85, didn't I? Okay.
Yeah, 43, yeah, there was something there, but it as written, how about
Okay,
that?
as written.
And setting the public hearing,
And set in a public hearing
November 6th at 6.
November 6th at 6 p.m.
Second. Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Osbaker,
Yes.
Lentz. Yes.
And what is the date and time of the public hearing? 11 what? 6?
November 6th at 6.
Okay. Discussion and possible approval of Resolution 2024-10-31 for KCCEF grant projects. Number 1, public survey, and number 2, the pool.
So I'll go ahead and take that. So at the last council meeting, the Public Safety Committee would like to go ahead and apply for a KCCEF grant for a second digital sign that goes west. So we would like to have, we needed a resolution for that, so that's what this is. And then the Park and Rec Committee would like to replace the tumble buckets on the splash pad part of the equipment. So this also addresses that. Are there any questions? I think we blessed it last committee meeting, but we just needed a resolution.
Can I ask, have they noticed people are slower because of the sign? I don't know. I know it doesn't do anything, I just didn't know if any
Going to-
residents
We
have
have yielded
noticed.
fewer complaints, yes.
Okay.
So this one would just be on the other side of Pleasant Valley coming into town.
I would argue that it works. I mean,
I just don't know the speed limit, so it's like, slow down, I'm like, till what?
So
Oh,
when
it's
you
a
pass it,
school
it says
zone.
slow down.
Oh, of course. I'm sure some
Then it's
people have
working.
If it's
complained.
blinking, you're going too fast.
I know, what's the speed limit? I get to
25.
25 and it still says slow down.
But you go to 24 and it stops blinking. I know, because I've tried.
I have
It's
not,
frustrating.
haven't got to that point.
I think it works. Personally, I think at least it makes you think about it. Now, if you're 16, maybe it doesn't. But
16, they just don't see the flash.
At my,
Right.
that's what
I
makes you slow
know.
down. I move that we approve resolution 2024-10-31 for KCCEF grant projects for public safety.
Second.
Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Oostbaker,
Yes.
Lentz. Yes.
Okay, discussion and possible approval of meeting with Phase 1 facade building owners to discuss the adverse impact of the project. Gary?
So the essence of this is to get approval from the council, if the council agrees, to approach the building owners on the south side of the square for facade phase 1. Several of whom were damaged during the project, and discuss with them whether there are any reasonable steps that could be taken to mitigate the impact that they experience. That's the request. Rather than walk away, at least have the conversation and see if there are any gestures within our ability and within our charter.
Is there anything additional that we could do?
I think potentially, yeah, there are things that could be done. And I recognize it's a potential slippery slope, so that's why I'm choosing my words carefully. But,
So this meeting be with the entire council?
excuse me,
Would this meeting be with the entire council?
the idea, I would think that this is to get permission to approach the owners and see if there's a discussion to be had. And if so, then we could potentially bring it back to the council. The council would have to approve of anything that's done anyway. So this is just an exploratory conversation. No commitments would be made.
And who's going to lead that discussion?
I would recommend that, well, anyone could come, but at least myself and Randy, because we have discussed it. Sorry to throw you under the bus, Randy.
No, that's fine. There's some limited things we might be able to
Okay.
I feel it's important just to let the store owners know that we try to do our best, we're trying to do our best, and we want to keep everybody happy and not have any hard feelings over all this, rather than just walk away and say, we're done, deal with it.
do. Gary is correct. He was choosing his words carefully because this is not just an open door thing. very limited, I think it's safe to say. But there's a couple things we might be able to remedy. And we previously talked about that. This is not, I don't know if everybody remembers that, but we previously talked about circling back around and having a discussion with them on a couple items perhaps. If we're gonna do this again, you don't want somebody, you want it to end properly and then start again properly with the goal to end with everybody, reasonably happy again. Whenever there's construction, there's always surprises and there's always some unexpected expenses, and if you're the property owner, it's hard to be satisfied with a construction project because there is no such thing as perfection in construction. That's all I'm saying.
So I'll make a motion that we approve a meeting with Phase 1 facade building owners to discuss the adverse impact of the project.
Second. Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin? Yes.
Oatsbaker,
Yes.
Lentz. Yes.
Thank you. Discussion and possible approval of Resolution 2024-10-32, authorizing advancement of costs for an urban renewal project and certification of expenses incurred by the city for payment under Iowa Code section. Ashley, could you dwell on this?
So, Allers and Cooney sent us this resolution, requested by the state auditor that we have tiebacks to all projects that we do within the city. So we would pay out the street and storm sewer projects out of lost money. When we get the money in, we would transfer that back to TIF. That is what this is saying. From TIF to lost.
The 87,540.
That's just what we've spent so far.
This is a loan to ourselves, this is written in there, right?
Yes. It's for that amendment number 1 to the Belvedere TIF project.
And we talked about it a couple of meetings ago.
Yeah, we agreed to all of this last spring. The auditor just wants Ashley to have permission from the council to do exactly what we agreed to do.
Yeah, that's what I remember as well. So I move that we approve Resolution 24-10-32, authorizing the advancement of costs for an urban renewal project and certification of expenses incurred by the city for payment under Iowa Code section.
Second.
Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Oatsbaker,
Yes.
Lentz.
Yes.
Discussion and possible approval of Resolution 2024-10-33, tax increment financing, Sigourney Belvedere in urban renewal. That's NEUR. -54002, section 403.19, certification.
So this one is just, the auditors, again, wanted us to have a paper trail of stuff. So we currently have in our TIF fund 75,000. They're asking us to decertify that and then certify 87,000, but only get the 12,000 that we need, or to meet the 87,000. Is that? I don't know.
They want us to decertify it. I don't understand. They want us to decertify it. What does that mean?
They want us to, they were asking the auditor to not pay us that approximate $75,000.
Because we already have it.
Correct.
Okay. now I
So,
get it.
and then certify the full amount. So there's a good paper trail with all the correct numbers, instead of just asking for 12,000 in expenses.
So the difference between 75 and the 87,000.
Yeah. Yep.
approval on that?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-10-33. I guess we just read that.
Second?
Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Yes.
Osbaker, Lentz.
Yes.
Keokuk County Economic Development, KCED report. Gary, would you please?
So ladies' night is tomorrow night. Everybody is welcome. First 100 people that arrive,
Go on.
yeah, you can go, yeah. First 100 to arrive, get a gift tote. Raffle planning is pretty much complete. Reminder, it's in Hedrick this year at the gym. I believe there will be transportation option. We're talking to Casey Thompson about running a bus, 2 trips down, 2 trips back on a schedule. If there are people who want to attend but may not want to make the drive. And so we hope to see people there. Ticket sales. Anybody wants a ticket, raise your hand. We had a lengthy discussion yesterday in our most recent board meeting about marketing activities for the community and the county. Now that the website is up, we're working pretty hard on the content to make sure that the content is accurate. We have quite a bit of work yet to do, but it is starting to we want to now begin to go around to the various communities in the county. Get on, for example, get on the agenda for their various city councils. Talk to them about the vision for KCED, the vision that KCED has developed. Show them the website, describe its intent, and see what communities and hopefully then what businesses within those communities want to take advantage of it as a marketing tool extension for their own purposes. So and then ultimately, our goal is to reach out beyond the county and hopefully recruit businesses and families to come live here and establish themselves. It's going to be a lot of work and it'll take a while, but that's the direction that people are starting to do. So I was pleased with what I heard there. That's all I have for today.
Okay, thank you. Park and Rec, there was nothing noted. Street and sanitation, nothing. Water and wastewater, nothing. Public safety, nothing. Finance, nothing. Human resources, nothing. And I failed to ask for item A under city clerk to be removed. We'll cover that at a later date. Okay, so item B, review of annual financial report for fiscal year 2024.
Angie and I completed this. The last couple of weeks we've worked on it. And it's ready to be submitted into the state.
You can totally read that. It's good.
Speed read, can't you?
Sideways.
Sideways, yeah.
This is your standard annual filing, right?
He doesn't require approval, but you should always,
It's informational.
yeah.
Cool.
Anybody have any questions? Well,
I guess it just appears that,
We were on to the next one.
relax. We got rid of all the extra cargo then, looks like, out of the fund balance. With the project, anything
You
else
mean
that was,
the grants that we had going.
yeah, the grant, I mean, that always inflates things, it's
Yeah.
like, what's all this?
Yeah,
you
there'll
know?
still be a little in 25, but yes,
But it's
done.
hard down here.
yes, yes.
And
Yeah,
more
you're
of a
right.
true balance.
Yes.
Anything else? If not, I'll move on to item C, discussion of possible approval of
I'd like to know that, you know.
probationary completion for Katie Conrad with a wage increase from $22 to $22.50 with a retroactive date of October 10th, 2024.
How long has she been doing a probation period? I guess I had lost track.
60 days.
60.
Yep. And it was up on the 10th. She's been doing a great job. Takes whatever I throw at her and completes it, and we move on to the next.
And it really nice.
I like throwing.
Make a motion, we approve the probationary completion for Katie Conrad with the wage increase from $22 to $22.50 with the retroactive date of October 10th of 2024.
Second?
Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Yes.
Osbaker, Litz.
Yes.
Okay, next, public input. Public, any input for us today? If not, city council, any input? If not, I would ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Don't make a motion, sorry, go ahead. To adjourn. Second?
Schultz,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
McLaughlin,
Yes.
Osbaker,
Yes.
Litz.
Yes.